Your father taught you goodness, but the world taught you consequences that ignore intentions. You stayed quiet, worked late, played fair, and still watched louder men take credit.
That isn't bad luck. It's power doing what power always does when unchallenged.
Today, we replace comforting rules with usable strategy, so you stop bleeding in silence.
Morality matters, but it won't protect you if you're unsafe, unseen, and disposable.
This is not a call to harm. It's a call to defend your time and standards.
Machiavelli's lens is simple. Outcomes decide reputations, and incentives decide behavior.
If you want a fairy tale, leave now. If you want clarity, stay and listen.
By the end, you will build leverage, enforce boundaries, and stop begging for fairness. You will become the man people respect, not by noise, but by stability.
The first trap is merit worship. You believe effort automatically earns recognition and reward.
Humans don't measure your struggle. They measure your results, because results signal competence.
Effort is private. Outcomes are public, visible, and easy for others to compare.
Start with the finish line. Define the result, then cut actions that don't move it.
Trade hours for leverage. Tools, templates, automation, delegation, and ruthless prioritization.
In meetings, don't list tasks. Present deliverables, numbers improved, and risks removed.
Work is honorable, but effectiveness is power, and power is what protects you.
Hustle addiction turns you into a proud mule, while smarter riders quietly steer direction.
One strong position beats 1,000 small efforts when advantage is asymmetric.
Leverage comes from code, capital, people, or a rare skill that scales.
Pick one bottleneck everyone fears, then become the person who dissolves it calmly.
Say no to busy work, yes to ownership. Choose projects with visibility and accountability. Own the client relationship. When renewals depend on you, disrespect becomes expensive.
Your goal isn't to be needed for effort. It's to be needed for outcomes.
The second trap is endless forgiveness. You call it kindness. Others read it as permission.
Repeated tolerance teaches people that crossing you carries no cost at all. Half measures invite bigger tests. A small consequence becomes a dare, not a deterrent.
State the boundary once, name the consequence, then enforce it without drama or anger.
When harm repeats, cut access quickly. Block, remove, reassign, and stop reopening doors. A toxic teammate poisons meetings. You document once, escalate once, then separate workflows. Firmness isn't cruelty, it's clarity, and clarity prevents the long war of disrespect. The third trap is authenticity without strategy. You show weakness and hope strangers are kind. People judge signals, not your soul, because attention is scarce and time is limited.
Posture, voice, grooming, and restraint broadcast status before your resume is read.
Curate your presence. Dress one level up. Speak slower. Remove complaint from your speech.
When afraid, project calm. When unsure, ask sharp questions, then pause with control.
After setbacks, don't vent publicly. Deliver a plan, a timeline, and a steady tone.
Reputation is an asset. Build it deliberately. Guard it fiercely. Spend it strategically.
The fourth trap is karma relationships. You give favors expecting loyalty, then collapse when they vanish.
Debt breeds resentment. Some people hate owing you, so they avoid you to feel free.
Gratitude fades. Necessity lasts, because people protect what keeps their world standing.
Become a keystone. Hold a key process, client, or skill the system depends on.
Live strategically, not endlessly. Keep reserves of knowledge, access, and optionality. Learn the legacy system nobody understands. Suddenly, replacing you becomes costly and risky.
Be likable, yes, but never be easily replaceable. Because replaceable men are treated like furniture.
The fifth trap is being one note. Always direct, always soft, always harsh, always sneaky.
Rigid identities get punished. Adaptable men survive because contexts change and power shifts.
Fox mode finds traps. Read incentives, notice ego, track who influences the final decision.
Lion mode ends threats. Set standards, demand respect, enforce consequences when needed.
Learn fast switching. Warm face, hard terms. Friendly energy, firm boundaries. Calm, not fragile.
In salary talks, be the fox with data. In disrespect, be the lion with an exit. A king is both. Pure lion becomes reckless, pure fox becomes prey, and both lose.
The sixth trap is assuming shared morals. You trust because you want to, not because it's earned.
Incentives rule. Even good people protect themselves first when stress, scarcity, or status appears.
Optimism without verification is negligence. It turns red flags into rugs you keep sweeping. Protect yourself with clarity. Document terms, confirm ownership, secure downside before upside. Test reliability with small commitments before you stake your future on promises.
When someone says we're family, you still sign timelines, deliverables, and dispute paths.
Suspicion isn't paranoia, it's reconnaissance, and reconnaissance keeps you free.
The seventh trap is chasing love. You lower standards to be liked, then lose respect.
Love shifts with mood. Respect stays when your backbone and competence remain consistent.
Fear here means consequences, not terror. It is the cost of disappointing you.
Lead with standards. Review twice. Deliver on time. Refuse excuses, including your own.
Keep warmth, but keep teeth. Kindness without strength becomes submission in polite language.
When deadlines slip, reset roles, reduce scope, reward accuracy over sympathy. Be both loved and feared if you can. If not, choose respect because it builds order.
The eighth trap is worshiping safety. You hide in routines until potential quietly decays. Opportunity lives inside uncertainty. Average men retreat. Prepared men advance and learn.
Stagnation makes you predictable, and predictability makes you easy to replace.
Choose calculated exposure. Small, repeatable risks that build skill, confidence, and resilience.
Stop asking what you might lose. Ask what you'll never gain by standing still. Pitch the bold idea early. Rejection still buys visibility, feedback, and sharper positioning.
Risk isn't recklessness. It's deliberate contact with chaos so you learn to command it.
The ninth trap is using money for comfort. You decorate a cage while someone holds keys. Cash reserves buy patience, choices, advisors, and the right to walk away. Money is not status. It's a war chest that funds leverage, learning, and protection. Run ruthless budgeting. Cut vanity. Build runway. Invest in assets that increase options.
Price purchases in freedom. Every wasted dollar is a tool you didn't buy.
With 6 months saved, you negotiate harder, because desperation never speaks persuasively.
Get rich quietly. Get powerful steadily. Let lifestyle lag behind capability on purpose.
The 10th trap is approval hunger. You explain yourself to everyone and bleed energy managing feelings.
Greatness creates friction. Your standards expose excuses, so some people will attack you.
Your advantage is strategic silence. Speak less, listen more, observe behavior under pressure. Use the 4-second pause. It forces clarity, shifts the room, makes your words heavier.
Stop broadcasting plans. Secrecy protects execution, and surprise shields strategy from envy.
In negotiation, ask one question, then wait. Silence pulls concessions to relieve tension.
Being misunderstood is the entry fee. Pay it, and you buy a life they can't control.
The 11th trap is loyalty by history. You stay tied to people who punish your growth.
Old circles remember your weakest version and try to keep you there with jokes.
Curate ruthlessly. Choose rooms that sharpen you. Leave rooms that normalize mediocrity.
Distance isn't hatred, it's oxygen, and oxygen is required for transformation.
Stop drinking with friends who mock ambition. Train with builders who measure progress weekly.
The final lesson is internal. Stop seeking father's approval, because approval keeps you small.
Burn the outdated map respectfully. Then write your own laws with discipline and mission.
Now connect the pattern, results, boundaries, signals, necessity, adaptability, verification, respect, risk. Slow down progressively on each word, like descending a staircase.
These are not dark tricks. They're survival skills in a world that rewards competence.
Use them ethically. Protect your people, build value, refuse to become a predator. Start today with one boundary you've avoided. Enforce it calmly, without speeches or anger.
No.
This week, choose one leverage move, a skill, tool, or relationship that multiplies outcomes.
Choose one reputation signal, posture, wardrobe, or speech discipline that resets how people see you.
Choose one necessity project. Own a process others rely on, and control it through competence.
Choose one risk. Publish the work, apply, launch the offer, or ask for the raise.
Choose one money rule. Runway before lifestyle. Freedom before admiration. Assets before applause.
Choose one silence practice. Stop oversharing. Ask better questions. Let others reveal truth. Some will call you cold. Let them, because their comfort is not your mission.
Some will call you selfish. Remember, that word is often a leash used by the needy.
If you want depth, read Machiavelli, then filter it through modern ethics and law.
Don't confuse reading with change. Knowledge without action becomes a more educated cage.
Tomorrow, in one conversation, say no calmly, hold eye contact, and accept discomfort. Here's the challenge. Will you remain the good son or become the architect of power?